This is Johan from BeesNeez Pro Audio, and today we're taking a look at the BeesNeez BC12A FET microphone. The BeesNeez BC12A FET is a large diaphragm solid-state microphone with a fixed cardioid polar pattern. It shares its overall design philosophy with our BC12A tube mic, but replaces the tube stage with a low noise and high headroom FET circuit. And this gives it a sonic character which is closely related to the tube version, while offering the advantages of solid-state performance and modern studio workflow. And just like in the tube version, the centerpiece in this mic is the CK12 capsule. Now, this is a dual diaphragm, multi-chambered brass capsule. Manufacturing a true CK12 capsule to original architecture is actually something incredibly challenging. Yet this is something that BeesNeez have mastered. In fact, BeesNeez is now the world's largest manufacturer of CK12 capsules, having produced more of them than AKG ever did in the vintage era. The diaphragm in the BeesNeez BC12A FET is made from insulated aluminium. Now, this improves the linearity of the frequency response in the low end, and it also helps to ensure long-term stability. Now, why make a FET version of the BC12A? Well, a key motivation for creating a FET version of this mic actually came from its heritage. See, although the AKG CF12A was technically a tube mic, its new Vista tube and the cathode follower design produced a cleaner, more controlled and modern sound. And this was a direction that AKG continued with in later solid-state successes like the C412 and the C414 family. So creating a FET variant of the BC12A was a natural extension of that lineage. Now, in practice, a FET stage offers several advantages over a tube circuit. In the case of this mic, we ended up with a lower self-noise, in this case sitting around 15 dBA. And we ended up with a higher SPL handling as well. This mic handles up to 130 dB. And of course, you have the convenience of a standard 48-volt phantom power connection, so there is no need for an external power supply unit. But a very important question is, what does the BeesNeez BC12A FET microphone sound like? Well, to understand the sound signature of the BC12A FET, it's helpful to revisit the C12 lineage. See, the original AKG C12 had a spacious, harmonically rich tone with open highs and extended lows. Now, its successor, the C12A, while still being clear and airy, had a more controlled sound. It was a tidier low end, a slightly more forward mid-range, and a compact and focused tonal image. The BeesNeez BC12A tube microphone stays close to that C12A signature, but introduces refinements that open up the mid-range and retain more harmonic complexity. And this brings us to the BC12A FET mic, the subject of this video. And this mic shares the same fundamental voicing as its tube sibling, but the solid-state circuit shifts the texture slightly. It's cleaner, a little tighter, and more instantaneous in its transient response. You still get the open top end and the balanced mids of the BC12A design, but with a slightly firmer low end and an even quieter noise floor. In practice, this means that the highs are airy and extended with excellent clarity. The mids are balanced and detailed, and the lows are controlled and articulate. It also gives you a microphone with low self-noise and high headroom. What are the best use cases for the BC12A FET mic? Well, the BC12A FET mic is an excellent choice on vocals when you're looking for clarity, precision, and low noise. In fact, the low self-noise and high SPL tolerance means that this mic can handle everything from a whisper to a shout. Its fast transient response also makes it ideal for acoustic guitar, percussion, piano and string instruments where you're looking to retain a lot of detail in the recording. The higher headroom of the FET circuit also means it's possible to close mic louder sources like brass or acoustic instruments played more aggressively. It's also worth noting that its compact form factor makes placement easy in tight spaces or in complex multi-mic arrangements. Each BC12A FET mic comes delivered with a shock mount and a black hard case. In conclusion, the BeesNeez BC12A FET microphone delivers clarity, low noise, high headroom, and a refined take on the C12A sound. It's a well-built and great sounding microphone in a highly practical form factor.